Throughout the ages, humanity has searched for ways to transcend ordinary reality and find moments of release. Among these pathways, alcohol remains our most embraced companion, witnessing our celebrations and sorrows alike. Despite its global prevalence, few understand its profound spiritual implications. Today, we'll explore what happens on an energetic level when you drink alcohol, and what wisdom spiritual masters and ancient traditions have shared about this ubiquitous substance. The story of alcohol intertwines with humanity's quest for transcendence and divine connection. In Arabic, alcohol originally described a cosmetic powder, but for alchemists it represented something deeper, an essence that could be extracted, the very soul of a substance. Fundamentally, the Arabic word translates as body-eating spirit, a substance that consumes the physical while releasing the spiritual. This is why we still refer to alcoholic beverages as spirits. Ancient civilizations revered alcohol as divine gift. Mesopotamians offered wine and beer to deities. Egyptians associated wine with Osiris, while Greeks dedicated it to Dionysus. Yet while celebrated as a bridge to the divine, alcohol also carried warnings about clouding reason and opening doorways to potentially dangerous influences. Alcohol is far more than a physical substance. It directly interacts with our energy field. All esoteric traditions agree. Humans are not merely flesh and bone, but energy in motion, surrounded by vibrational fields exchanging information with the cosmos. This energy field, our aura, reflects spiritual vitality, and it's here that alcohol exerts its deepest effects. When consumed, alcohol creates tears in our energy field, leaving us vulnerable to negative influences. Rudolf Steiner argued that alcohol weakens the spiritual self, allowing destructive forces to affect the psyche. These gaps weaken our connection to our higher self, that divine spark which guides and protects us. Rather than remaining centered, we become scattered, like a rudderless boat on turbulent waters. This explains why many report feeling emotionally unstable after drinking. Alcohol overstimulates the root chakra while weakening the crown chakra, creating a dangerous imbalance. We seek immediate gratification while disconnecting from higher truths. Great spiritual masters have consistently warned about these effects. Patanjali emphasized body-mind purity to access higher consciousness. Yogananda stated that alcohol obscures spiritual light. Even neuroscience confirms these effects, showing reduced activity in brain regions associated with conscious decision-making. The energetic impacts become even more apparent in collective environments, where shared alcohol consumption causes space vibrations to become denser and more turbulent. Yet human energy demonstrates remarkable resilience. Through practices like meditation, Reiki, and yoga, we can repair energetic damage and restore balance, but this requires conscious choice to realign with our divine essence. Despite knowing its harmful effects, why are we still drawn to alcohol? At its core lies a profound disconnection from our true nature. Alcohol presents itself as an apparent solution, a magical elixir promising to lighten burdens and transport us to temporary freedom. But this is merely illusion. When consumed, alcohol creates a fleeting awakening. Anxiety and fear temporarily vanish, confidence grows. We gain courage, but these sensations deceive us into believing we're free when we're actually drifting further from our essence. Hermetic tradition teaches that humanity constantly pursues unus mundus, primordial unity with the cosmos. By turning to alcohol, we make a fundamental mistake, seeking unity outside ourselves in what ultimately depletes us. What we truly seek is reconnection with our inner divinity, peace and fullness that already reside within. Psychologically, alcohol reinforces emotional dependency. Its sedative effect appeals when we feel overwhelmed or stressed, offering false comfort and momentary escape. It functions as a release valve, But this superficial solution merely postpones confronting our inner shadows. Throughout history, spiritual masters have shared insights about alcohol. In Vedic traditions, it reduces sattva, the quality of purity essential for accessing higher consciousness. Buddha warned that intoxicating substances hinder spiritual progress by clouding clarity. Alchemists cautioned that reckless alcohol use could degrade the energy body, opening doors to negative influences. Rumi used wine as metaphor for divine love, while cautioning against literal wine. In Christianity, wine symbolizes Christ's blood, yet saints warned against excess. St. Augustine wrote that drunkenness separates us from divine grace. In shamanism, alcohol weakens the light body, our energetic protection. These accounts converge. Alcohol disconnects us from the axis mundi, our cosmic alignment. When this breaks, we lose access to intuition, clarity, and higher consciousness. Some masters recognize that in ritualistic contexts, alcohol can catalyze altered perception, but only with extreme care and guidance. How do we break free from this cycle? Liberation begins with awareness. Understanding alcohol's true impact sparks transformation. We must question, what void are we trying to fill? To break this cycle, turn inward. Spiritual practices restore balance, strengthen the energy field, and reconnect us to our essence. Buddhism teaches mindfulness, observing impulses without acting on them. Christianity emphasizes divine grace, reminding us higher support remains available. Reconnecting with nature helps restore our disrupted harmony. Practicing gratitude dissolves the emptiness we try filling with external substances. Community provides vital support. Surrounding yourself with like-minded people transforms the journey. Cultivate forgiveness, especially self-forgiveness, remembering Rumi's words. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Breaking free from alcohol isn't merely abandoning a substance. It's embracing a new way of living that reflects our true nature. Visualize this as a tree reborn in spring, blooming stronger and more connected to the divine essence within. Alcohol may cast shadows along our path, but shadows only exist because light is present. By choosing liberation, we choose to walk towards the light, toward our truth. Are you ready to discover the infinite source of peace, joy, and clarity that has always existed within you? Thank you for watching.